Tech and clips.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are back with some more music from the Beatles. Our song is titled Help. Yeah, this has been highly suggested, so super excited. This song spans a little over 2 minutes and 19 seconds, to be exact. So yeah, the Beatles with Help. Let's take a listen, guys.
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind and opened up the doors. If you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind, I'll open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me, help me.
Okay. Wow, guys, the Beatles with Help. Guys, what a timeless classic. Guys, I loved it. I definitely loved it. I mean, I feel like at this song, Help, it's a song that may sound upbeat, on the surface, but I mean, when you peel back, the layers, it's surprisingly raw and personal. I mean, as always, we start with the vocals. So yeah, John Lennon, I mean, he led the vocals on this one, and his vocals on here, was short, and I have to say, brilliant. There is this, subtle agency in his delivery. It's not, flashy or overdone, but I mean, there is a cry for help, hidden, beneath that, catchy melody. I mean, you can feel the emotion behind, every word, especially when he sings lines like, and now my life, has changed, in so many ways. I mean, it's definitely vulnerable, honest, and it definitely shows, John Lennon at one of his, most introspective moments, if you ask me. The harmonies, are, as always, I mean, signature, Beatles, Paul and George, definitely layer, their voices, in perfect sync. If you ask me, adding, that rich vocal texture that elevates the song. It's definitely tight, definitely melodic and instantly recognizable. If you ask me, yeah. The elephant in the room, the instrumentation. I mean, this is pure 1960s, early 1960s, late 1960s, rock, at its best. That jangly, 12-string, electric guitar riff. I love how, it kicked off, with with the song. I feel like that instantly, hooks you as a listener. Ringo's drumming, also kept things, driving forward, with an almost anxious, sort of pace, perfectly matching, the lyrical theme of the stress and urgency. The rhythm section, is also very, very simple yet, so effective. Not overplaying, just solid, clean musicianship. That I feel like lets the song breathe all the way through. What I especially love about this song is how the upbeat tempo and major keys create this contrast to the songs underlying emotion. It's like John Lennon is wearing a smile whilst silently screaming inside, and that a contradiction definitely makes makes it hit harder emotionally. Yeah. So based off of the lyrics, what does this song help all about? Yes. To me, I mean, this song isn't just a catchy pop tune. It's a cry for help. Wrapped in a radio friendly sort of package. John Lennon, based on a few facts, that I pulled up, he later admitted that the lyrics were a reflection of how, overwhelmed he felt, at the height of, Beatlemania. I mean, fame, pressure, and loss of identity, were, taking a toll, on him. And this was, his, outlet. The lyrics, definitely express a longing for support and connection. Yeah. I mean, help me if you can. I'm falling down. I mean, it is that raw honesty, dressed up, in melodic, sort of perfection. That I feel like it gives the song, its emotional weight. And the fact that John Lennon, was so young, when he wrote this, definitely makes it even more powerful, if you ask me. Yeah. So if you ask me, this song help. I keep saying help. Yeah, yeah. This song "Help," is a masterclass, in contrast. Upbeat yet introspective, simple yet emotionally layered. It's the Beatles, at their best. Catchy, honest, and timeless. So yeah, whether you are a lifelong, fan of the Beatles or hearing this one for the first time, just like myself, I feel like this track, still resonates today, decades later. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you also think about this one down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to get back to checking out more from the Beatles. I'll be so glad to do just that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. My name is Philip, and on to the next music reaction, on to the next Beatles reaction. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.